probably, my hand is itching. There could be money involved here. You might not find this video until later because it's kind of an impromptu video and I'm not going to answer any questions. I'm just going to do the daily reading. And I'm not going to give you all the music because there was a lot of music, but the songs they had a strong dad vibe. Like the first one was I'm My Daddy's Son by Trey Pendleton. Or no, I'm sorry, Trey Penley. And that's a song about don't blame me and mama for all the things we've done, 'cause I'm my daddy's son. The cussing, the fighting, the holding my girl real tight is in my blood. So it's like this is something that's passed down from generation to generation. And you're someone who is somewhat angry, frustrated, aggressive. You just have an aggressive nature about you because it kind of runs, you're kind of irritable and it runs in your family to be that way. A little rough around the edges. And the next song that I got was Still Be Friends by G-Eazy. And in that song it talks about having sex with a lot of people and still being friends with them. So there could be or have been a time in your life where you have been very promiscuous. And then I said, what is going to happen here? And I got Sick and Tired by Cross Canadian Ragweed. Good morning, welcome. If you're just joining me, I'm just going through the music. I'm going to do the daily message only. And I'll do questions at 4:30 this afternoon, and I will only do questions. So if you're here to have your questions answered and you don't want to see the daily reading, then I understand. Okay. So the last song, well, that song was Cross Canadian Ragweed, Sick and Tired. And Sick and Tired is about somebody who is in a situation where they're just sick and tired of being in it and they want out of it. And it almost sounds like to me that this is somebody who's somewhat stuck in their ways and they're just rough around the edges. There's been a lot of sex, a lot of promiscuousness, and there's no real connection, and you're just sick and tired of that. So you're ready to move into some other place. It says that you're ready to go back to home. So somehow going back home could be significant for you. And the last song I got was also about I'm better at letting my rebel run. I'm better at being my old man's son. I don't even know, I can't remember who sings that, but that's what was playing in my earbuds when I was about to start the video. So there's a strong dad vibe to this video. Somebody's dad, being like your dad. You could be the dad, I don't know. I cleaned the table. It's not so cluttered up. I can't stand all that clutter. And I have a little table over here with all my cards on it. So the music gives me the feeling that you have been in a situation with someone that you're not really in love with. There's been a lot of, sex involved, and it's just not doing it for you anymore. Because that's what it says in that song, that last song that I heard. It was like, I thought the sex would make it okay. For a little while it did, but that's not enough to keep me here. And I want to go back home. So it's like you're ready to get out of a relationship. This might not be you. It could be someone else in your life. So, but that's what I got for the music. And then when I looked at my phone, I had Pantera Walk. So somehow that might factor in. You could be into heavy metal or something like that. So we're going to just start the reading. Spirit, how would you like to start the reading? We're going to start with a prayer. Alright, prayer for the collective spirit when it comes to whatever you want to talk about. And I will do Q&A only. I'm going to do Q&A only at 4:30. Okay, so this is just the collective message. Oh God of heaven and earth, it is good to sing your praises and to bless your holy name always. You do great things for me, and the whole world is full of your glory. To you be glory in the church and in Christ Jesus for endless ages. Amen. So it's like you're praising God, or you're thanking the universe, you're thanking Source for the very breath that you have in your lungs. You're just grateful to be a part of the collective energy. Alright, Spirit, what do you want to do next? How do you want to go forward with this reading? I know we want to find out a little bit about how this might have happened. How can we do that? Let's start out with these. And I can't wait to get the new cards. They're going to bring so much depth to the channel. We're going to start working on us and not so much worrying about other people. Alright, Spirit. I'm not going to do the pre-shuffles. I want to see how this may have happened. You're in a relationship. Go all in or get the fuck out. Fill in the blank. And do you really love them? And that's kind of the sense that the music has. Because it's about a man. It could be or something. There's this. Tell me how this happened, Spirit. May I see how this happened? There's a strong, you're like your father, or you're actually like your grandfather, have sex. Do you really need a card for this? You remember I said there was a lot of sex involved? You had sex with somebody. That's how this happened. Alright, what's being hidden? Say those 5 little words. Open your mouth. Say those 5 little words and do the damn dishes. So secretly, you're doing the dishes and you're trying to talk to somebody while you're doing the dishes. Alright, we're going to find out what you're trying to say. But you're opening your mouth and you're talking while you're doing the dishes. Well, what's being shown? That's what's being hidden, is that maybe you're not talking, you just want to. That you have to keep shit clean and keep that shit to yourself. Yeah, you want to say something, but you can't. Alright, and on the top of the deck, it's because somebody won't listen. What's going to happen next? You're going to realize that love can hurt like hell. It's time for shit to get real, and your friends miss your face. You need them and they need you. Alright, so like I said, you're in a relationship and you're going to get out of it because it's just not where it's at anymore. And it started out because you just wanted to have sex. And it's become empty. Because that can't keep a relationship sustained. You have to have more than that. That there has to be the ability to grow together into something meaningful. And if it starts out with, that's where it's going to end. And it's over, it looks like, for whoever this is. I'm just going to sit these right here. Alright, Spirit, what do we need to know to move past this? What do we need to know going forward? Because you're going to get out of this. It's just a matter of time before you do. Alright, I want to know what you want to say. You want to say something right here. What is it that they want to say while they're doing the dishes? That fell out. Sometimes I hear your voice. Alright, what else? So you might hear them talking to somebody. I pretend that I don't care. I pretend that you don't mean that much. And your body language says so much. So you want to tell this person that sometimes I hear you. They might be talking to other people and you overhear their conversations. You pretend that you don't care about this. You pretend that you don't mean that much. And your body language says so much. What does their body language say? I never used to look at you that way. In that moment, I didn't care. And you're so easy to see through. I am not coming back. So yeah, you're leaving and you're not coming back. I took the easy way out. All I wanted was sex. I got the sex and the relationship did not go anywhere meaningful. Frustrating, huh? Very frustrating. Let's see what the other person would say. What would this other person say? I hope you're happy for me. I'm not coming back. This person's going to leave and they're not coming back. And they hope that you're happy for them. Leaving you is going to hurt me, and I'm not coming back. So you're leaving somebody, or there's somebody that's leaving you. And sometimes I hear your voice, and I'm not coming back. I don't know why you hear their voice. Figure that out for your own, with your own intuition. But what would the other person say? Not the one that's doing dishes and wants to say something, but the one that wants you to keep that shit to yourself. What would they say? They would say, I'm sorry. Whoop. Why are they sorry? Whoa. Because I've been waiting patiently for an apology. I hope you're happy. And I've been here before with others. So this person that doesn't want to hear what you have to say, they're waiting for an apology. They want you to say you're sorry. And they hope you're happy. I hope you're happy for the way you've treated me and the way this has worked out. And I've been here before. You remember G-Eazy, Let's Fucking Still Be Friends? They've done this with others. They've had sex and didn't go anywhere, and now they find themselves there again, and somebody's leaving and not coming back. I wondered how far this would go, and now you know, not very far. Okay, so we see that we have a relationship that's over. Okay, we're going to leave it at that. We're not going to beat a dead horse. This relationship started from sex and it ended with sex, and there's nothing meaningful about it, and you want out of it. You want to go back home. For some reason, you want to go back home. So let's find out how the universe is working. I'm being told to use the red deck. This is the Love Tarot, and it's only major arcanas, okay? Thank you so much for joining me if you're here. I love you guys. There was somebody yesterday who said, I couldn't get the comment because it looked like it got deleted, but they said they waited 3 hours and they were the third one on chat and they never got their private reading. So I just want to apologize that they never got their reading. It's never mine or Cheryl's intention to skip over anyone. And thank you for bringing it to our attention. And if you will respond during the chat at 4:30 and it's okay with Cheryl, then we can definitely do your reading. I don't know what transpired because when I watch the replays, I don't see the chat for some reason. All right, Spirit, how are you working in this person's life who got involved with this relationship just because they wanted to get laid, and it ended up leading nowhere, and now they want to tell this person that they're tired of this, but the person's like, you owe me an apology. You should apologize to me for this. Well, you had a part in it too, because you were also in the bed with this person when they just wanted sex. And maybe you wanted more, but they only wanted sex. Alright, so show me how this happened. No. How are you working? Spirit, I apologize. How are you working in this person's life? Whoa. You're working, for sure. Alright, show me how you're working. How are you working? Relationships have to be based on more than sex. You can't start a good relationship. Good relationships start out without sex and a lot of friendship and communication. Oh, I'm not taking these. It's the Tower, Charity, the Chariot, and Judgment, but I'm not taking them. I feel like I'm getting floppy energy. Good, strong energy, please. Show me how you're working in this person's life that wants to go back home. We are getting all kinds of cards. Alright, this person is a high priest. I am going to take the high priest card. The Tower, the Empress, the World, Strength, Justice, and the Star came out over here, but I'm not taking them. So this person is a high priest. Spirit is working on you and your spiritual life. That's how Spirit's working. And that's why you're tired of this relationship. Because a good relationship also has a spiritual component. And you can be spiritual with that person. Okay? Alright, what's the energy to overcome? And you'll grow spiritually with the person. Oh. I'm not taking all these, but I will take the Star that turned over. The hope. Overcoming is realizing that you have hope. That's how you're gonna this is how you're gonna overcome, is to realize you have hope. You got to realize you have hope. All right, what's going to pull it together? There we go. Your judgment. It came out sideways, but I'm going to give it to you upright. And chariot, the chariot. So somehow you can't get anywhere. It's like, I don't have any way to get anywhere. I'm stuck here in this relationship that's only based on sex. There's nothing really meaningful about it. I am a very spiritual person, and I got involved in something just for sex, and now I'm unhappy. Alright, so how are you essential? How is this person essential, Spirit? May I see, please? Speak to us. Speak to our hearts. I may not always be there with you, but I will always be there for you. Page 86. This came out yesterday. Never too far away. When we are far away from the ones we love most, it can feel lonely. We all remember the first time we were far away from home. Remember going back to home? And those aching feelings of longing for the comforting, familiar, and warm glow of the love we'd always known. It gets easier to be apart with time. You develop your own routine, meet new friends, and create a new home wherever you are. But it doesn't make the missing go away. Whether they are an hour away or across the country, know that the people that you love miss you too. Stay connected with frequent calls and video chats, or try writing good old-fashioned letters, as you can look forward to opening the mailbox. And never underestimate the power of a care package filled with homemade goodies. Brownies are an excellent way to say I love you. So somebody here is going to go back home. It's because they are away from the people that they love. And it doesn't always get easier with time. It depends on the situation. If you're meant to be somewhere else, maybe when you get where you're going, it'll get better with time, because you'll also love the people that you were with. Like, just because you don't want to be in a relationship that's not really going anywhere, doesn't mean that you don't care about that person. You may truly care about them, but it's just not fulfilling you, because you are a high priest. You're a high priest. You're somebody who's very spiritual, and you're going to require a high priestess in your life to make your life feel full, okay? Alright, so the problem that you have, though, is you need to see this correctly. You need to see something correctly. And you need to be able to get where you want to go. Because right now you have no way to go anywhere, as it looks like you're stuck. Alright, so we have a breakup here. We're going to see why the High Priest is here. Why is the High Priest here? Because he is under a huge burden, and there's messages that he hasn't been sending for some reason. There's messages he wants to send, but he won't. There's the divine union, and he's got unsent messages. So the unsent messages to the divine union are in reverse, which means they're being sent. Alright, show me why the High Priest is here. Because I choose you, and I haven't told you that yet. I haven't sent you a message, but I choose you. Alright, show me why the High Priest is here for this individual, or these individuals. This High Priest is here because of a love triangle. Okay, so now we know that you got in a relationship with somebody just for sex, and you have somebody else. Alright, what's the star about? The star is about, I can't move on, because I can't stop missing you. I can't stop missing you, and I can't move on. Alright, why is judgment here? Because I don't want to keep fantasizing. This is not just a fantasy. You think this is just a fantasy. Or maybe this is your fantasy. Why is fantasizing in reverse? Because somebody's not for you, and they are pushing your buttons. So you don't have any. It's like to have a fantasy. It's like, that would be my dream come true. This is not, you're going to realize that what you're in is not your dream come true. They're not for you, and they push your buttons. You remember over here, they feel like you owe them an apology. And maybe you do, because you do have a love triangle here. Alright, what you going to do about this love triangle? What are you going to do about it? You have a strategy. Because I don't love you. I don't love you, so I'm coming up with a strategy. So you don't love the person that you're having just the sex with, okay? And you have a lot more spiritual depth to you than to be in this situation in the first place. That's why Spirit is working on your spirituality. Excuse me, because you're meant to be a very you're meant to be a very strong person who really makes a difference in this world. You have a purpose. You have a calling. A high priest is a very unique person. And this is a masculine energy. So this is a masculine we're talking about. We have, I consider this to be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. And then we have Aquarius, we have Libra, and we have Taurus over here. Alright, you're not going to online date. Alright, what's your strategy? You're on the verge of telling somebody something because you don't want to be up at night, up late at night. And what you want to tell them is, I want my freedom. I want out of this. I'm not happy here. All this is just about the sex for me, and there's not anything deep here or meaningful. You want to move on. You want to let somebody go because dating and jealousy and a rebound. Oh, I feel like there's no way out. Oh, what a nasty energy you're dealing with. All right, what are you on the verge of telling somebody? Excuse me. Let's see. What are you on the verge of telling somebody? You're on the verge of telling somebody something because you haven't told them. And I think we saw somewhere that you wanted to tell somebody that you love them, but you haven't. I think it was in one of the pre-shuffles. What are you on the verge of telling somebody? You could be on the verge of telling this person, I don't love you anymore and I want out because I don't want to stay up late at night thinking about this anymore. I stay up at night thinking about what I want to say. What are you on the verge of saying? Oh, you got a lot to say. I feel like we both need to go our separate ways. So you're wanting to tell this person that you want to go your separate ways. I love you. This isn't about you. I'm working through a personal issue and I want to see you. Whew. So you want to tell somebody that you feel like you both need to go your separate ways. I do love you. It's not about you. And I do want to see you. Wow. That's a lot to say, isn't it? You have a strategy, though. What do you want? And then, even though we shouldn't, I still want to. What do you want to say to the one you don't love? The one that you're strategizing about? I love the way you make me feel, but I can't give you the same in return. See, they give you good sex. And don't give up on me. I'm scared to lose you. And I think you're saying that to this other person. I miss you. Yeah, you're saying that to this other person. You like the way this person makes you feel, but you can't give them the same in return because the sex is not all that great to you. It's because it's become meaningless. And you have more depth to you than that. You're not shallow. Alright. Would the third person say anything? They would say, I don't know what's happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. And I can't be apart from you much longer. Why did you do this to us? Why would you do this? And I can't be apart from you. You're the missing puzzle piece that makes me feel like I'm right where I belong. Yeah, it's a spiritual connection, and you've got yourself hung up with somebody who's just with you for sex. That's what it's saying. Okay? Alright. Let's see. You need hope is what you need. Alright, why is the High Priest here? I'm just going to move these out of the way. Why is the High Priest here? May I see, please? Because you're no longer going to avoid this. You've been avoiding dealing with this. You've been like sweeping it under the rug, pretending like it's not happening. You may have even been lying to the other person in this relationship. No, I'm not sleeping with them. You were lying. Alright, why is the star here? Because of it being fate, a divine detour, a divine intervention. The universe is about to step in because it's fate. It's fate that you have hope. Alright, can you clarify what's fate? What's fate is that you have been through so much lack and suffering in the past. Damn. Alright, what's judgment? It was fate. What happened there was fate. Damn it, boy. Alright, what you're going to see the truth about is a twin flame. Your higher self has been activated. You're going to end the relationship with the person you're with just for sex. You're going to celebrate gifts in abundance. You're going to heal your inner child and be present, abundant, and have gratitude. That's beautiful. Alright, and why is the Chariot here? Because you're open to receive this, but you feel guilty for sabotaging it. And you don't want to be so closed off, guarded, and resistant. So what are you going to do? Oh, baby. You're going to make a Venus offer. And you're getting messages in your dreams about this Venus offer. That's what you're going to do. You're going to stop being so closed off to this person. And you're going to make them a Venus offer. That's somebody who's your astrological match. And you have no family, home, or commitment right now. Because you want your freedom. Alright, so it looks like you have a twin flame here. Your higher self is activated. You're closing out the old cycle. You're going to celebrate gifts in abundance, heal, and be present. And it was that this happened, that you went through this suffering in the past. And you're no longer going to avoid that. You're going to do your healing. I think that is absolutely beautiful. Alright, so let's look at the tarot from the tarot. This is the twin flame. 9 of Pentacles and 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're going to have your independence, but it's going to affect your stability a little bit. Somebody is cold as ice because it's going to affect their stability. So somebody's being real cold to you. I think it's the person you want to get away from. Somebody is taming their hunger, and they know that it's going to affect their stability. Alright, show me what's going on here. Why is the High Priest here for this collective? May I see, please? Because you were unawakened when you didn't realize that you had wish fulfillment. You were unawakened and didn't realize you could have had wish fulfillment. Alright, why is the Star here? Or maybe you thought that relationship was going to fulfill your wishes, but it didn't. Oh, because you're going to have the 6 of Wands. This is a card of victory. You're going to have victory here. Success. High profile love even. That's your fate. To have success. High profile success. Why is your Judgment over here? Because of the 6 of Cups and the Page of Swords. So you're thinking back and remembering a lot right now. You're having like a moment or a day or a time of reminiscing about the past when you were younger. And somebody, it could be somebody you loved that you're remembering. And you might even be watching them, or you might just be spying, gossiping, or just thinking about what it would be like to be with this person. And why is the Chariot here? Whoa. Holy shit. Because somebody's about to be ghosted and deceived. Somebody's about to break off a relationship and just ghost somebody. I do not recommend that. I do not. That's why the Chariot's here. It's like, you can't do it, but you want to ghost this person, and you just want to tell them to F off. I'm over this. Whew. What's going to be the outcome of ghosting? This is what's going to transform a situation. What a catch came out in reverse. The Seven of Cups is here. And what's the tea? So it's like somebody is not a catch. And there's a lot of confusion around this. Fantasy, choices, lots of options. There's a lot. Okay, what I'm getting from this is you need to change a lot of things in order for you to leave this old relationship. Because somehow you're tied in with them. But the universe is sending transformation, an ending, a transition. The death card is here. And with that transition, you're going to stop considering this person as an option because they're not a good catch. And there's even tea about this. There's codependency. The Six of Pentacles came out in reverse. What is the tea, Spirit? What is the tea? Somebody wants to set the record straight about something that is a complete nightmare. What is the tea here? Somebody's sick and it's been a complete nightmare. What is the tea, Spirit? Thank you for sticking it out. Somebody's doing drugs and it's a nightmare. Ooh. Alright, show me the tea. This is what's being transformed, though. What's the tea? Somebody is promiscuous and somebody needs anger management. Remember, I just did this for sex? The tea is that you're promiscuous. You sleep around. You're a whore. You have free-for-alls, and you will sleep with other people's men. And you need anger management. Whew. Or somebody does. And you're not a great actor either. Why are you telling us this gossip? Because somebody's getting a room. They've been keeping you a secret. They've been burning evidence. The sex shop is here and not fulfilling a fantasy. So it's like there's a sense that you have stopped having sex with this person altogether. They're promiscuous. They might be seeing other people. And you know this. You know they have a lot of options, and the people that they're dealing with are sleazy. Sleazy as hell. There's the sex shop, they're burning evidence, and somebody's being kept a secret and getting a room. Okay. And there's depression involved too. Any more tea we need to know about? I mean, we see, okay. You are expecting a new beginning that can lead you to a family, but it came out in reverse. Why did it come out in reverse? This could lead to a family for you. Because you're trying to chill out, but this person is attracting like a moth to a flame. And it's become a nightmare. Why has it become a nightmare? Because you need to check yourself. I hate nothing about you. You're not going to destroy me. And I want to go on a movie date. What would destroy you? Truly, what would it take to destroy you? Because somebody here said, you're not destroying me. Getting a divorce. So they don't want to divorce you. They're a great actor. They're not a great actor. And you're just writing this out. So you want you want a divorce from this person, but they don't really want a divorce from you. And you have somebody that you have in secret, or they do, that's fulfilling their fantasy, or not. Somebody here is not a good catch. Alright, so now we kind of know what the tea is. I think it made better sense to you than it did to me. Alright, let's look at... We know we have 3 people here. I want to real quickly look at how all of these people feel about this. I want to know how you all feel. You're going to make a Venus offer to somebody. Because you're going to be open to receive it. And it looks like you're going to ghost somebody. And just leave the relationship. But you know what? Sometimes you have to do it that way. Especially if they don't want to let you get out. And it looks like they're obstructing your... They might be somebody who you depend on for a ride to get away. Okay, so we'll have a look. Let's look at, how does this person that's the high priest, how do they feel about the secret love? Like they're infatuated and receptive. How does the high priest feel about the secret love? They want to be alone, but they're receptive. Or they are alone. They feel alone. How do they feel about the secret love? They feel like the secret love is alone and receptive. That the secret love is nourishing and they're receptive. Alright, show me how the high priest feels about the secret love. The high priest wants a second chance with the secret love. Okay. How does the secret love feel about giving them a high priest a second chance? They're not shattered. They got hurt. It hurt, but they've gotten over it. So I think they would probably give them a second chance. Alright, how does the other person feel about the high priest? They have a resentment from the past. And how does the high priest feel about this person that has the resentment? They're tired of them. That's the one they're tired of. And Divine Feminine is on the bottom of the deck in reverse. So, I think you want a second chance with somebody and they've gotten over being hurt. So, I think that there's a possibility of a second chance. But you got to get away from this person that you're tired of and that they have resentments from the past. They have resentments probably because of the partying and because that song by G-Eazy, F and Still Be Friends. If you were with this person through all of those times and this was only like you got with this person just because you wanted to have with them, there's no depth, you know, it's just not where it's at. How does this Divine Feminine feel? She's a secret admirer, or she thinks you are. She feels like there's a secret admirer. And what does the secret admirer see? That somebody is avoiding. Somebody's avoiding. Avoiding what? Being in despair. Because of an infatuation. What do they think they're going to do about it? They're going to have deja vu and be tricky and elusive. Tricky and elusive. This has happened before. This has happened before. I know you've done this before. You've done this to me before. I remember when this happened before. When you avoided me and caused me to be in despair. I don't want any tension. I would like a new beginning. So they do want a second chance, but they don't want it to be like it's been in the past. So it looks like even this Divine Feminine has like a negative vibe with you in the past. Alright, let's see what's going on. Why is the High Priest here? Because of not being protected. What do you mean they're not protected? They need to have acceptance. What do they need to accept? That there needs to be integrity and time apart. So this person that you're with just for sex, you need to accept that it's not protected and that you need to have integrity and time apart from them because you're on different pages. And what is their hope for? Children. There's hope for somebody's children. And why is Judgment here? Whoops. Because of an apology. And somebody playing hard. You're going to realize that this person has been playing hard and there needs to be an apology. You have regret. You need to apologize to somebody for playing hard. What will happen here? What's going to be the outcome? There's going to be a soulmate that's not going to master a spiritual lesson. What do you mean they're not going to master a spiritual lesson? Because they're the one that's strictly sexual. They like it that way. That's going to be the outcome. And there's going to be a need for forgiveness. What's going to happen to the other person? They're going to have passion, and they're going to take care of themselves. They're longing. Why do they have passion? Because of a decision. They've decided that this is true love, and they're going to take care of themselves, even though they feel rejected. They still love you. They feel like it's true love. How do you feel about it? You feel like you don't have the ability to take a leap of faith because there's obstacles. What's the truth? That the fate is here. Why is fate in reverse? Because put away the computer and just break it off with this person. It's not fate for you to be with this other person. You can take a leap of faith. What would happen if you took a leap of faith? You would get that second chance. Why is it in reverse? Because this is your twin flame. And you will have abundance. Alright, so I think we see what's being said here. Let's just get you some guidance. I think that's about all I can do for you, because you have to make a decision of what you want to do with this situation. But Spirit's saying that you're a high priest. There is hope for you. This person is willing. You hurt them, but they will give you a second chance. They've gotten over being destroyed by this. Because you were with somebody just for sex, and they know that. It happens. How are the angels helping this high priest? Somebody plays chess, like a chess or checkerboard floor could be significant. Okay, the high priest is getting protection, harmony, nature, and faith. The Spirit is working on your faith, and that's what the high priest is it's your spiritual life. Spirit's working on your spiritual life. You're getting outside, you're doing things in nature, or you need to, and get grounded. And you're also going to have harmony and be protected. Why is the star here, angels? Because of a partnership, wisdom, thought, and peace. You've learned a lesson from this, and there's hope for you to have a partnership. Why is judgment here, angels? Because you have a guardian angel, and they're helping you to realize that you need to be pure. You need to have your purity. It's time for you to get pure. Okay? Alright, what spiritual gifts are operating in this high priest's life? You're manifesting. What are they manifesting, Spirit? You're juggling a lot. You're manifesting a new home for yourself. That's what you're manifesting. Why is the star here? You remember going back to home because of the clouds? There's hope because of the clouds. Alright, what does that mean? It means that you're going to travel. You might travel by air and celebrate. You're going to have travel. There's hope for you maybe to travel in the clouds and celebrate. Alright, and why is judgment here? Because you're going to realize that you can have abundance. You're going to find feathers. You're going to use your third eye, and you're going to have butterflies be significant. And why is the Chariot in reverse? Ooh, that flew out. Because you're going to see this from Spirit's perspective here. You have an angel. You have white light and protection. Epiphany, a realization of some sort. It has something to do with coins. Clarify this epiphany. What's the epiphany? Rainbows came out. You're going to realize that this is a promise. You made somebody a promise. You made somebody a promise. I think you're going to keep it. Or you're going to. It looks like you're going to travel and celebrate. You're probably going to go by flight, or somehow air or the clouds are significant here. Alright, so I'm going to get some guidance, and then I'm going to close. Okay. Let me see what we got here for guidance. May I have some guidance, please? What would this person, this high priest, what would their best friend say to them about this strictly sexual soulmate? What would your best friend say about this person? Put away your phone and invest in candles. What would they say about the other person? Say you're sorry less and you can do it. So stop apologizing. You can do it. You can do this. There's no need to apologize to them. They understand, okay? They got over it. Alright, what's the guidance? May I see, please? Black Diamond, Divine Badass, Tribe of the Kindred, and be your own hero. Be your own hero. You don't need anybody to save you. You can save yourself. Number 39, Black Diamond. This is a very spiritual couple. I would say spiritual gangster level spiritual. You have a powerful spiritual journey to take this lifetime. It is not always easy to take this path. However, you are a wisdom bearer. You are one of the precious ones who is not destroyed by dark experiences in life, but is rather able to find wisdom, empowerment through overcoming them. You've done it before, and you will do it again now. As your soul becomes powerful through the pressures she has survived, you'll be able to rise to even greater challenges, but they will feel easier than before. You are unstoppable. You have every right to feel bold and joyful about what life holds for you next. Spiritual guidance. Black Diamond is the bearer of powerful spiritual mojo. She shines with dark beauty through the soul that has been able to withstand great intensity and remain intact. With the power to defend you against jealousy, ill-wishing, and curses, Black Diamond gives you the power to face your fears. Your soul has been working with Black Diamond, transforming your attitude towards fear, learning how to feel it without being overwhelmed by it. Black Diamond is only available to the old soul who is ready for it rather. It takes many lifetimes to be able to confront fear. You have to develop unconditional spiritual trust to do this. Only then can you go through the darkness of the unknown and face your fears willingly with absolute certainty that you will learn something of value to your soul. And knowing that, you will find your way out into the light once more. You are strong enough to experience the darkness within you and in the world around you without breaking your trust in spirit. Your soul knows that even when we cannot see how all things ultimately work for good, Black Diamond reminds you that you are an ancient and wise soul with the power to create love even out of darkness. You are made stronger through every experience. The things that once would have caused you pressure will actually become so much easier for you to handle. You are ready for an empowered, beautiful, and precious life journey ahead. Sacred ritual. Imagine, feel, visualize, or pretend that you can have a black diamond resting in your hands. Say aloud, I call upon the diva of Black Diamond, and I give thanks for your protection, blessings, and empowerment in my soul. Love and light will conquer all else. Then imagine that you are slowly releasing any fears or doubts into the Black Diamond, where they can be transformed into light. Then imagine that you can release the stone from your palms, allowing it to be slowly absorbed into the earth. So you are going to overcome fears, and you have been through a lot of stuff. This high priest did not get here by accident. This person went through something to become this spiritual person that they are. And you were also born many lifetimes to work through these fears, because it takes a lot of trust in spirit. Divine Badass. You may feel under pressure to conform, maybe to someone else's opinions, or even to your own previous plans or ideas. Don't give your power to make choices away to another, whether that's the choice of what to believe or how to behave. Don't give away your power to the past if it will take you away from what you know is true now. Even if it seems to be more difficult in the short term, trust that living what you know is true and right for you is the only way you can gain the happiness and fulfillment that you want and deserve. Spiritual guidance. You are a beautiful divine rebel, a soul stirrer, one who rattles cages and rocks boats in the name of truth, love, and wisdom. You believe that we need to create a world that takes care of all beings. You won't be talked out of what you know is true deep in your soul. You refuse to be put down or manipulated by anyone. You won't let fear, yours or anyone else's, control you. You rebel against belief systems that would put doubt in your mind and fear in your heart. You are your own person, and you know that trying to fit in is only for those who are afraid to stand out. You don't insult yourself by trying to be anyone other than who your true self. You you know that you don't need to be like anyone else. You are amazing and valuable just as you are. You can inspire others to overcome their fears just by believing in the truth of your heart and going after what you want with passion and confidence. You are a badass in a good way. Sacred ritual. It's time to shake what the Divine Mother gave you. Let your body move freely with joy and delight as you shake, shimmy, strut, and spin. Know that you are shaking off any negativity, jealousy, disappointment, or betrayal. You are clearing your energy, becoming fresh and ready to be you once again, completely, defiantly, and joyfully. So you're working through these fears that we've been seeing in this collective, and you're fixing to make some bold moves. It looks like you're going to even ghost somebody, and you may have to because they don't want to let you go. They refuse to let you go. They won't learn their lesson. And all this has been about is sex. Number 10, tribe of the kindred. Home is where the heart is, and that was in the song. Home is where the heart is. Give your heart permission to reveal to you. You remember you're going to have a home. You're manifesting a home. Give your heart permission to reveal to you the people, places, and activities that feel like home for you. You are in a phase of transition in your life, casting off that which is not true to your heart in favor of that which really feels like it belongs in your world. Sometimes the mind resists, thinking that if we let go of too much, we'll be left with nothing, and that it's better to hold on even if something isn't right. This prevents you from being able to find your way home. It's safe to trust your heart as it attracts into your world that which is truly meant for you. There's a place where you belong. Maybe you found it, or maybe you are still looking. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to find it. What matters is that you believe you deserve a real home for your beautiful heart, and that you don't give up until you are there. Sometimes that means leaving what you had once hoped would be home, perhaps more than once, until you find it in the truest, most meaningful, and enduring way. The quest for intimate, soul-deep belonging begins with you, with learning to love and care for yourself, and to feel at home within your being. When your heart is ready and divine timing is right, you will attract and increase your soul tribe. Maybe one person at first, then another, then another. Trust in the higher purpose of divine timing. Sometimes delays or breaking away from past connections are how we find out more of who we are and what we need. Trust that you are worthy of love and that you know how to love. Make peace with the past. All your experiences have helped you to know yourself and become wiser. Remember that your tribe is looking for you just as you are looking for them, and will love you just as you love them. Be at peace, beautiful soul, for your soul tribe, your spiritual family, are part of your divine destiny, and you are part of theirs. Spiritual ritual. Place one hand on your heart and say the following invocation aloud. I call upon the kindred soul tribe, my spiritual family, the true home for my heart. May we be blessed to find, recognize, and love each other at the perfect moment in the most beloved way, the most beautiful way. All right, and then number 15, be your own hero. You're going to have to be your own hero. Nobody is going to be able to rescue you. You have to do that for yourself. Believe that you are worthy of an amazing life. You don't need to feel guilty or hold yourself back to make anyone else feel comfortable. You don't need to be afraid or uncertain, worrying that you're becoming too much for someone or asking too much from the universe. Living a great life is not about competition with anyone else. Living a great life helps inspire others to do the same. It doesn't take anything away from anyone else. If your dreams both excite and scare you, that's a good sign. Give yourself permission to go for it. Go after what you want with a happy heart. Spiritual guidance. You have every right to be proud of yourself. You have courage. You have listened to your heart, even though sometimes that seemed to be the harder choice to make. You may have days when you don't feel so heroic, but deep within, you know you have guts and you are strong. You know that a challenge is a way of the universe showing you that you are capable of something more. An opportunity is before you now. Has your heart been urging you to take a stand or take action in some way? Would you feel proud of yourself if you honored that? Then do it. You are learning what it is to truly respect and take pride in yourself. That means feeling good about the sort of person you choose to be, how you choose to live your life, not lowering your standards to be the same for everyone else, but honoring your heart, becoming an inspiration to yourself. You don't need to try to impress anyone. You are an awesome human being and you have everything within you to make yourself proud. It's time to step up. It's time to be your own hero. Sacred ritual. Take hold of your own hand and say aloud, I'm proud to be my own hero. Think of any situation in your life where you know you need to step up and be a better, bolder, and wiser person. Let yourself be calm and confident so that you feel that your spirit is a million miles bigger than the issue. Open your arms above your head as if in victory. Remember, you're going to have victory. And say aloud, I've got this. I trust myself, and I have all I need within me to rise up and be my own hero. I am proud to be me. So yeah, you may have to go somebody because they're not wanting to let you go. But it's time for you to move on because you have a very high calling on your life, and I think you're a masculine. And you're tired of living in this kind of low vibe energy. Alright, so I'm going to pull some trinkets and then we're going to close. Let me get dice. Who are you talking to, Spirit? May I see, please? Who are you talking to? There's a black feather that got stuck in the cup. Who are you talking to? Aries is here. Sagittarius is here. 12. QVROVNC. And then I got Cancer. I got Aries and Sagittarius again. Number 12. QWVSOPK. This time I got Mars and Pisces. Mars and Pisces. Number 8, D, B, C, S, G, P, B. Alright, one more time. Now I have Taurus. Sagittarius is here. Mercury is here. G, T, G, 12, B, B, Q, H. Alright, if you did not hear your initials, that doesn't mean that it wasn't your reading. It just means that that person needed a little extra something, okay? And Spirit gave that to them. Alright, and maybe next time you'll be the one who gets a little extra something. Alright, what trinkets would you give me for this reading, Spirit? May I see, please? I got a lot of trinkets. Okay, I have some crystals, and it's turquoise. I have the letter O. I have some flight wings. Somebody might be a pilot, or they might have been in the military. I have a compass. I have one of these little things that you use when you're like a bolt or a nut. Something like that. I have, always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. I have a butterfly. I have a marble that looks like the moon. I have a unicorn, an Eiffel Tower, I have a pendulum. You might have a pendulum. I have, consider your impressions and follow them once in a while. Dream, hope, trust, love. A Pegasus. A crown. You might drink Crown Royal. I have a fleur-de-lis. I have another compass. I have a cross. A lot of butterflies. There's huge transformation happening here. I have a baby foot. Remember, children, there's a baby foot. I have a heart with a peace sign. I have a skull and crossbones. I have a hand. You might be a card player. I have a seahorse. They mate for life. Maybe you're going to finally find your mate for life. And then I have one of those antique perfume bottles. And I used to have one of those, but it got lost somehow. I wish I knew where it was. It was beautiful. Alright. Oh, and I also have a light bulb that is like that aha moment. And I have, no profit grows where there is no pleasure to be had. So wherever you're at, we're going to put money cards also, just to see what might be going on with your finances. Alright, what trinkets would you give me out of here? I have selenite, I have smoky quartz, and I have black tourmaline. I have a cash sign, I have an angel. I have sewing thread that's stuck to this, all of this stuff in here. But somehow you should be sewing. Look, there's a feather. And on the feather is a skull and crossbones. Somehow a pirate could be significant. A key. I have 2 keys. You might need a house to a key and a vehicle. I have, let the spirit of adventure set the tone. Yeah, you're going somewhere. A piece of smoky quartz, a skeleton hand, and a penny. Remember, coins kept coming out? You might be finding coins. And I have this money sign. So let's look at your money. Spirit, talk to me about, I want to use this deck right here. Talk to me about this person's money. How are you working in their money if they make this move and go back to home? They're at a crossroads about making peace with this. How are you working in this person's finances and career if they make this move? They're going to use their voice about being at a crossroads. How are you working? Sharing and at a crossroads. They're at a crossroads about sharing with somebody. Alright, what's going to happen if this person makes a move, Spirit? They're going to have business and divine timing. So if you move, you're going to have your own business in divine timing. Alright. Anything else they need to know about that move? Somebody's an artist, and they're at a crossroads. Why are they at a crossroads? Because of a gift that they didn't get. There was a gift that somebody didn't give them. Why are they at their gift came to a halt? For some reason you were gifted in some way and something happened and you were no longer able to use your gift. And it had to do with you being an artist. And you're going to share something and make peace. Somebody shared something with you to make peace for you when it came to your gift. Alright, outcome here, Spirit. And there's going to be injustice and a conflict. Clarify the injustice. There's a counselor here who's not, it's like they're not inspired and they're motivating. What are they motivating about? They're saying you're not inspired or something. Not having setbacks because you need to make a shift, and there's gossip. What's the gossip? That you made mistakes when you activated your gifts, that you're going to have stability and you're not going to make an investment. Why are you not making an investment? Because somebody's alone and they're going to the next level. Clarify the next level for the person who's alone. They're going to be in leadership and have a new beginning. They're going to be comfortable and nothing is going to have to change about this. What's the outcome of their leadership? Their spirituality is here. They're a student. There's not going to be any charity. And they're going to be patient. Their spirituality, they're learning about spirituality, and there's no charity, and they're being patient. No spell work either. Why is there no charity? Because they're going slow, but they want their happiness, and they don't want to have a rebel. They don't want a rebel. They want a phoenix rising. Outcome of the rebel spirit. That's the one that's coming up with a strategy. They're not an entertainer, and they have a conflict about this. Why do they have a conflict about not being an entertainer? It's like they're conflicted and don't want to be an entertainer because there's something they can't see. What can they not see? That they have real estate, parenthood, and a land or livestock or something in nature, and the media is here on the bottom of the deck. Alright, so that's the way your finances would work out. What happens if they stay where they are and don't make a move? You won't be an entertainer. You won't have a writer or be a writer. And your parenthood and your land. What about your parenthood and your land? There's transportation you won't be able to celebrate. And you're going to have growth if you don't take off. You're going to grow. So staying where you are will help you to grow, but you won't take off. And you're not going to be silent about something. What are you not going to be silent about? Somebody sharing and not giving you a gift. What do you mean not having a gift? It's like you don't have a gift. Spirit said this is something that we can't talk about. Somebody wants to share a gift. Maybe a gift. Spirit said we can't talk about it. It has something to do with good luck, though. Whatever this gift was. It's like somebody wanted to share a gift with somebody and they wouldn't take it. And they don't want to talk about it. But if you stay where you are, you're not going to be an entertainer or a writer. You're going to have your parenthood and be grounded. But you're not going to celebrate your transportation or your growth. And you're not going to take off because somebody is sharing, but they don't have a gift. And Spirit says we can't talk about that. Somebody's not going to share because they don't have a gift. Okay. Or they're not gifted. Alright, I guess we'll close it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading and that you'll let me know by liking. Thank you for all of you who have subscribed to the channel. It has been amazing to see the numbers just grow. I appreciate you so much, and I hope that you will consider sharing the content with others. All right, have a wonderful day. I'll see you back here at 4:30. Bye bye.